What's up, everyone? Dem boys, man, I would say back at it, but this is more like here to redefine how we play offense and how we run our entire scheme. So the next few videos are going to be very important. We're going to start to get into that here, guys. So this is meant to be housekeeping, wrapping up of, and a little bit of an advice on how to use some of that. Well, all of that's going to be important. Our I form tight, all right? So, guys, you can always run the stretch. You can quick snap people with that without the motion. You can motion the receiver back across, so flip the stretch, then motion the receiver across and motion snap it. Heck, if they're loading up to one side right away before the motion, just thinking, hey, this is coming, just flip it, the run, and quick snap it real quick the other way. You don't need the extra blocking if they've got everyone in the wrong area, right? Same with HP power. You don't need to do the motion to run HP power. You can just keep them in and quick snap HP power. So I've quick snapped HP lead a few times when people start really getting out to the edges. PATE corner, I like it as is, but you can leave that play fake in, maybe just block the fullback, and with what I'm going to show you, that's definitely a feasible way to do that. If they're in man, you could take that outside receiver, put him on a drag, just to get someone coming back across. Reason being, if they play press man, that vertical and the flag route can kind of intersect with each other, and the man playing the vert might peel off onto your flag, or just kind of gum it up. So note that. Blast, right? I gave you that. So just make sure you check out all the I-form tight as well as the custom single back, because when you roll it all together is when you really start to put yourself together a complete offense that you can sit in and just run for the most part all game. So the final passing play I'm going to give y'all is going to be PAY seam. This is going to be something I'm going to primarily break out if someone's in a cover 3, cover 4, trying to stop man, non-pressed man. I guess even pressed man. X is a man beater, so note that. First and foremost, X is a man beater. But when I set this up, I'm going to take B, and I am going to get him on an out route, and I'm going to smart route that. So obviously that's to get underneath a third or a quarter. Or a deep half. They're worried about beaters. And then we got the same thing going back the other way. Again, you can, with what I'm going to show you from a personnel standpoint, you can really truly get the user so spooked that they will all run over onto X, and you can just throw it to A wide open. That's also a great red zone way to run this. Y'all might have to watch this video twice. There's a lot of info coming at you, and it's extremely important, like really important. So if you're worried about time, you could do something like this. Now I'm going to try to simulate this as best I can. Of course, okay. So I have no way to do this other than gobs of game footage for you guys to watch. But I want you to understand what I'm trying to do. So imagine if you could just high point away like last year. But even more powerful. You could high point that right there, right? And he would just go grab it. I'm going to show you a clip of me high pointing that, and then A catching it, and him going up, grabbing it, and laying down before he gets hit. Alright? You just got to use certain abilities, a certain combination of abilities on your tight end for this. Alright? Now, if I am trying to run the custom single back setup, you have to put the fullback on some route, any route, doesn't matter. To get him out there, then I'm going to block Y. And he's a little bit of an option. I will maybe leave him on that hitch if the user's shown me through the other plays that I've given you that he has a hard time with that. Maybe I'll drag him across and create a high-low over there. So I got something going up the seam, high-lows. Obviously in this look, that would be the easy read. So I do want to show you against the cover 1. And remember, even when we run, we're spamming all these, like we're actually setting up routes, that way they can't key in on anything. So, like I was saying, big time man beater over there. The other out's also going to come open on man. Drag's likely to come open. If you're real certain they're running man, you could go ahead and put him on a slant as well. Then maybe he acts as a lead blocker, maybe not. You know, a little redundant. I prefer the drag, but just to say, obviously, you can change things up. I hope through watching enough of my videos you start to become familiar enough with certain types of routes to where you can see how you could build around that, ideally, right? So that's going to be what you need to know about this play as far as setup goes. But now we're going to go into my lineup, and I'm going to talk to you about how we can really screw people up with this entire thing. And guys, now, what I'm going to tell you is when we're running our split close, we can keep the tight end in now, okay? For most plays. As long as that route is a post or a corner, we can go ahead and leave him in. But let's check that out now. Alright guys, so now for the super cheese. Like guys, this is going to change everything. Like this really does. So I ran into this, and I mean I beat the guy, but I had to start, like, I was playing a cover 2 and taking my corner in a cloud flat and manning him up on the tight end. Like just anything I could do to run someone at weird angles that would take away his passing lanes until I could get the heat there. It was some odd stuff, dude. It got real weird real quick. So I didn't know how he did it, and today I figured out exactly how he did it and what combination of abilities he used to just completely cheese out the game. So how we're going to set this up, and this is going to be, the reason we're setting it up this way is for our I-form tight and our custom single back. Now I want to note, when we are running split close, anything where that tight end is running a post out or a corner route, we want to make sure we're not subbing the tight end out. The other advantage there is then when we do switch into under center formations and run, instead of having a receiver there, we have a tight end there, so we're going to have better run blocking. But you are going to have your receiving tight end in the number 3 spot, so you will need to sub him in for your first tight end in split close. So how you want to set this up, your balanced tight end, or in this case the free one, is going to be your TE1. He's not going to be your best run blocker, he's not going to be your best pass catcher, whatever, right in between. You just want him to be nice and balanced. I also like Hawkinson's height. Height always helps. Your second tight end, height really doesn't matter as much because this is going to be your fullback, guys. So this is going to be your best run blocker, probably George Kittle, right? He's one of the best run blockers in the game of fullbacks or tight ends, so he's just going to be a Swiss Army knife for this, and be a great fullback that we motion out and then throw to, or he lead blocks. Your third tight end is going to be your receiving tight end. This is going to be the guy we cheese the game out with hardcore. It's you just see the in-game footage. I don't take my word for it. Watch it. It's incredibly stupid. So the first thing we're gonna do in the first slot, we're gonna get matchup nightmare. In the second slot, we're gonna go ahead and get post specialist. So this covers, again, think extra egg trail. All of a sudden that tight end is running the post, and all of a sudden we can go ahead and just spam this and that too. And now you've got an incredibly potent pass set that these people have to worry about. Even if they cover it, you'll probably bang them on the head with that. Now they have to devote all this coverage to that, and now everything opens up even more for the money play. So you really start to think about what this is going to do, and when you see the in-game footage, I want you to think about that. What would you have to do? How would you react? Look how this dude reacts, and how open everything else comes. So understand all of that. And then in the final slot, we're going to have out and corner elite. and then I just do double me just because we're egg catching with this. So essentially, again, watch the in-game footage. All I'm doing is just high pointing stuff all over the place that I ain't got no business throwing, and I'm just doing it over and over again. It's completely ridiculous. Like, comment, subscribe. Apply this to our offense, guys. Really think about all the different plays within split close where you could get a tight end running a post and out or a corner. So, them boys, back at it, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Enjoy the footage. Alright, guys. So, this is just going to be every single catch from this game that he makes, and then the total numbers afterwards. So one thing that I want you to start to think about and note when you start to see how problematic that is, now think about what happens when you run the stretch, right? Because where's the user? The user is running back, right? He doesn't have a choice. So then you hit him with the stretch, and what's next? You hit him with PAY seam. All of a sudden, the user is running to the over to the left, and your stretch is going to the right. So you can really utilize this stuff to completely screw people up. And they can't really man someone. If that's a man beater, right? X is a man beater. Both of these, all these plays I'm giving you are man beaters. So that's not an answer. Add an extra man help in the zone. No way. But you can see there, I even just, possession caught that high point, and he just grabs it and then gets down. I mean, that was on 4th down, I believe. And here's how it can start to impact our custom trips. And really any split close offense. Boom. I mean, come on, guys. That's super cheese. I'm just high pointing stuff wherever I feel like it. And now this is actually going to be the very next play. You'll notice I go to custom doubles, and that's simply to give him a different look. So he doesn't necessarily know that I'm hitting him with the same thing, but I'm pretty sure where I'm throwing this thing. Like I was saying, guys, this is so cheesy. I mean, and it just almost gets worse as these clips go on. I'd have quit if I was this dude. I'd have been so mad. Well, no, I wouldn't have. I'm lying, but I'd have been not happy. Okay, at all. Just a random play again. At this point, I'm just drawing stuff up in the sand to try to get him the ball. And I just high pointed that, and that was the result. It's crazy.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles. It's amazing what one decision can do.
I mean, even the user has to make darn near a perfect play. So there you go. There was one of the drops. There was 4 drops in total. So, I mean, come on, guys. You think about it. Look at the type of throws I'm throwing at this guy. And he only had 4 drops. That's crazy. I should be getting picked off every play. I mean, like, look at that. Come on, dude. I pointed that right at his defender. I think I only ran the ball. I don't know. We'll have to look at the numbers at the end if we can see him in there. I didn't run the ball much either. I mean, he was real worried about this pass, and I just kept forcing the issue. I was really labbing it at the, to see what would happen. So, yeah, 17 and 24 total completions, and I'm throwing trash. And yeah, look at Kelsey's numbers. I mean, and that's just with Travis Kelce. He's not even a great tight end. So, yeah, hope y'all enjoyed. You see what I was talking about, man. It's completely crazy. Y'all have a good weekend. Enjoy Weekend League with this. Damn boys. Peace.